Hey guys, my name is Crazy Penguin, and welcome back to Call of Duty Map Tactics. This is a quick series that we do with each new DLC as it's released to show off all the new maps and to help you understand them a little bit better. This will be a condensed episode. I'm going to show off all 4 of the new multiplayer DLC maps. So let's get started. First up, Vertigo. High above the clouds atop a mega skyscraper in India, players must battle across a VTOL landing pad and through the transportation terminal, bringing new dimensions of verticality to every battle. Vertigo is set up just like pretty much every other map in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and it should play pretty familiar. There's a main indoors area enclosed around the middle, as well as a couple lanes around the outside for traveling the long route. As with any map that takes place on a skyscraper, you need to be careful of falling off. But that's only a concern in a couple areas. Sometimes open spaces create opportunities that wouldn't normally be there, dropping down into lower areas of the map with just a little bit more risk. I definitely run an SMG on this map. There aren't many long lines of sight at all, and if you're playing the objective modes on this map, you'll probably be, spending a great deal of time in the middle of the map, indoors, trying to control the area that allows your team to maneuver through the map quicker than the enemy team. Next up is Magma. Lava carving through a modern Japanese village leaves rivers of fiery damage in its wake, providing players with dangerous terrain, compromise covered, and frantic firefights for survival. Magma is also set up like Vertigo and 95% of the other maps, with 3 major routes or lanes to travel between the 2 sides with some connecting paths in between. Magma's gimmick, if you will, is its magma. Who would have guessed? Careful not to touch it, they'll kill you before you can even realize that you're standing on it. This map has some longer lines of sight if you're willing to sit still, and generally the useful ones will keep you away from any objective or dog tags. Being nimble on this map is also really useful again. I would definitely recommend some SMGs. They're probably going to work best for you on this map. Just keep in mind that there are some other options, and you're more than welcome to use an assault rifle or even a sniper if you don't mind being a useless teammate. After that we have Firing Range, or Studio. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 fan favorite Firing Range has been reimagined as a Hollywood backlot, allowing players to take cover in a wide variety of classic movie sets. Just like what they did with Nuketown, Studio is a reskinned firing range, and it's definitely one of the first Black Ops best maps, or at least a player favorite. It doesn't share much with other maps in this game. I suppose I could compare it to most of the other maps in Black Ops 2, but this map was actually designed a few years ago, and back before they adopted this current map design philosophy where all these maps share similar traits. Even though Studio, is a smaller map, it's been played so much that you can get away with just about anything on this map, from shotguns to snipers. And I wouldn't say that every player is predictable, but the choke points, the lines of sight, the jump spots, and nade spots, it's all already been discovered, and it's been used a ton. It creates a whole different playstyle on this map. People aren't discovering, they're just playing what they know. Use what works for you, and if you're new to the map, be sure you stay out of the open areas. The center is fairly open. You're gonna die if you go running through there and you don't know where to look and defend yourself from. Definitely move from cover to cover and rotate around the outside of the map. That way you don't have to worry about getting shot from that side. And do this until you're comfortable to actually play with the big dogs. Whatever. And last up is Encore. Multiplayer gameplay picks up after the concert has ended in Encore. Following a bustling London music festival, the central stage provides players with a key vantage point that overlooks the surrounding areas in the amphitheater and its main tents. Encore is like most other maps, only it's slightly off-center. You still have the 3 major lanes, the 2 sides, and a ton of connecting paths. Encore is supposedly all about this big main stage, but it's the last place that you actually want to be. It's a kill box. The center of this map is literally one giant kill box. You should definitely avoid standing in the middle at all costs. Of course, you should just look into it from behind cover, because that's where everybody else is going to go, because they think that's the smart thing to do. Just like on Vertigo, it's going to help you get from point A to point B, but it's significantly more dangerous. Out of all the new maps, this one has the longest and most practical long lines of sight for a non-rusher friendly type of playstyle. You can navigate this map in a way that will give you plenty of close or medium range engagements, but of all the new maps, this one is most friendly to the longer game. Keep an eye out for different vantage points and be ready to shove a nade down their throat. Get an LMG, put a claymore at your back, and unload at the other players trying to, use the long range to their advantage, or equip an AN-94 with some fast mags and punish all the noobs in the center of the map. Anyway guys, that's it for this condensed episode of Map Tactics on the new Uprising multiplayer DLC maps. Hit that like button on your way out, and enjoy the game.